Question 1. A finance company automates the processing of transaction data for fraud detection. They occasionally miss fraudulent transactions due to glitches in data transformation stages. How should they address this issue? Option A. Ignore occasional misses as long as the overall system accuracy is high. Option B. Limit the amount of data being processed to decrease system errors. Option C. Introduce redundancy and checkpointing in their transformation workflows to ensure data integrity. Option D. Periodically reset the entire system to clear any glitches. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C. Introduce redundancy and checkpointing in their transformation workflows to ensure data integrity. Explanation. To effectively detect fraudulent transactions, the finance company needs to ensure that their data transformation processes are robust and reliable. Introducing redundancy and implementing checkpointing within their workflows can help preserve data integrity, allowing for the correction and reprocessing of data if initial transformations fail, thus maintaining the accuracy and reliability of their fraud detection system. Question 2. A software development company is building a mobile application that needs to retrieve real-time weather data from an external service to provide personalized content to its users. How should they implement API calls to process this data efficiently? Option A. Optimize API call structure with asynchronous processing and caching mechanisms to enhance performance and reduce the load on the external service. Option B. Use synchronous API calls for each user request to ensure data is always fresh and accurate. Option C. Avoid using API calls by storing all needed weather data on local servers to ensure availability. Option D. Implement API calls without any rate limiting or error handling to maximize data retrieval speed. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A. Optimize API call structure with asynchronous processing and caching mechanisms to enhance performance and reduce the load on the external service. Explanation. The most effective method for implementing API calls in this scenario is to use asynchronous processing combined with caching mechanisms. This approach allows the app to handle multiple requests efficiently by reducing the frequency of direct calls to the external service, thereby enhancing performance and ensuring the scalability of data processing while maintaining the freshness of the data. Question 3. A financial analytics platform needs to pull historical trading data from a third-party API to run daily stock market predictions. What practices should they follow to ensure the API integration is robust and data retrieval is reliable? Option A. Batch the API calls to occur during off-peak hours and use exponential backoff in case of API rate limits or failures. Option B. Store credentials directly in the application code to simplify the API call process. Option C. Limit API calls to once a week to reduce the load on the third-party service. Option D. Make API calls in real time for each user request to ensure the most up-to-date data is used. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A. Batch the API calls to occur during off-peak hours and use exponential backoff in case of API rate limits or failures. Explanation. The financial analytics platform should batch their API calls to occur during off-peak hours to minimize load and maximize efficiency. Additionally, implementing exponential backoff is a critical practice for handling API rate limits or intermittent failures gracefully, ensuring that the platform can reliably retrieve necessary trading data without disruption. Question 4. An e-commerce company wants to optimize its product recommendation engine by integrating real-time user behavior data from its APIs. What API design should they implement to effectively process large volumes of real-time data? Option A. Utilize a WebSockets API for full duplex communication to handle continuous data streams efficiently. Option B. Avoid using APIs and instead use direct database queries to gather user behavior data. Option C. Design the API to handle synchronous requests only to simplify the architecture. Option D. Implement a RESTful API with long polling to ensure immediate data processing. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A. Utilize a WebSockets API for full duplex communication to handle continuous data streams efficiently. Explanation. For handling large volumes of real-time user behavior data, the e-commerce company should implement a WebSockets API. This allows for full duplex communication, enabling the server to actively push updates as soon as they happen, which is ideal for optimizing a product recommendation engine that relies on immediate data processing. Question 5. A health tech company integrates patient data from multiple healthcare APIs into their system. What strategies should they use to manage data privacy and ensure compliance with health regulations when making API calls? Option A. Only use API calls during business hours to align with healthcare facility operations. Option B. Use unsecured HTTP requests for all API calls to ensure faster data transmission. Option C. Make all API calls publicly accessible to expedite data integration. Option D. Encrypt all API calls using HTTPS and implement OAuth for authentication to secure patient data. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Encrypt all API calls using HTTPS and implement OAuth for authentication to secure patient data. Explanation. When dealing with sensitive patient data, the health tech company must encrypt all API communications using HTTPS and use OAuth for secure authentication. This ensures that patient data is protected in transit, and access is securely controlled, adhering to stringent health data privacy regulations. Question 6. A data science team needs to perform complex transformations and analyses on their big data sets stored in Amazon S3. They are considering various AWS services that can execute custom scripts. Which service should they choose to efficiently handle scripted transformations and analytics? Option A. Amazon RDS, focusing on SQL-based scripting for relational database management. Option B. Amazon EMR, using scripting languages like PySpark or HiveQL for complex data processing tasks on large-scale data. Option C. Amazon Redshift, primarily for its data warehousing capabilities without scripting. Option D. AWS Glue, for simple, predefined data transformations only. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Amazon EMR, using scripting languages like PySpark or HiveQL for complex data processing tasks on large-scale data. Explanation. Amazon EMR is the optimal choice for the data science team as it allows them to use various scripting languages like PySpark or HiveQL, which are ideal for performing complex data transformations and analyses on large-scale data sets. EMR's flexible and scalable environment supports a wide range of big data frameworks and tools, making it suitable for advanced data processing tasks. Question 7. A marketing analytics firm wants to analyze consumer behavior across multiple platforms and needs a service that allows for custom scripting to process and analyze large datasets. Which AWS service should they utilize to leverage scripting for these tasks? Option A. AWS Glue, relying on its visual interface and predefined transformations. Option B, Amazon Redshift, using SQL-based scripts for complex queries and data manipulation. Option C, Amazon EC2, to manually set up data analysis environments without built-in scripting support. Option D, Amazon S3, for simple data storage with manual scripting processes. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B, Amazon Redshift, using SQL-based scripts for complex queries and data manipulation. Explanation. Amazon Redshift is an ideal choice for a marketing analytics firm that requires scripting capabilities to execute SQL-based scripts for complex data queries and manipulations. Redshift provides advanced data warehousing features and supports sophisticated data analysis tasks through customizable scripting, making it well-suited for consumer behavior analytics. Question 8. A healthcare research organization is compiling genomic data for analysis. They need a scalable service that supports script-based data processing workflows. Which AWS service should they use? Option A, Amazon DynamoDB, for database management with minimal scripting requirements. Option B, AWS Lambda, for lightweight script execution without managing servers. Option C, Amazon S3, using only basic data storage functions. Option D, Amazon EMR, to leverage its ability to run complex scripts using languages like Python and R in a managed Hadoop environment. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D, Amazon EMR, to leverage its ability to run complex scripts using languages like Python and R in a managed Hadoop environment. Explanation. Amazon EMR is the best service for the healthcare research organization to run complex scripts using programming languages like Python and R, which are commonly used in data analysis. EMR's managed Hadoop framework allows for scalable and efficient processing of large genomic datasets, supporting the execution of advanced analytical scripts. Question 9. An e-commerce company is building a real-time product recommendation engine and needs to process streaming data from user interactions. Which AWS service should they use to incorporate scripting for real-time data processing? Option A, Amazon RDS, to handle real-time streaming with custom SQL scripts. Option B, AWS Glue, using standard ETL scripts for batch processing. Option C, Amazon EC2, to manually configure real-time data processing scripts. Option D, Amazon Kinesis, using Kinesis data analytics to apply SQL or Apache Flink-based scripts for real-time data processing. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D, Amazon Kinesis, using Kinesis data analytics to apply SQL or Apache Flink-based scripts for real-time data processing. Explanation. Amazon Kinesis, particularly Kinesis Data Analytics, is the most suitable AWS service for the e-commerce company. It supports real-time data processing using SQL or Apache Flink-based scripts, which can analyze streaming data from user interactions to power a real-time product recommendation engine efficiently. Question 10. A logistics company needs to streamline their supply chain data flow, involving multiple steps from data collection at various points to final analytics. They are considering AWS tools to automate and manage these workflows efficiently. Should they use Amazon MWAA or AWS Step Functions, and why? Option A, Amazon EC2, to manually manage and orchestrate the data pipelines. Option B, Amazon MWAA, because it provides a managed Apache Airflow service that excels in complex, multi-step data pipelines involving heterogeneous data sources and transformation requirements. Option C, AWS Lambda, as it is the only service capable of handling data pipeline orchestration. Option D, AWS Step Functions, as it primarily handles simple, linear workflows and lacks the complexity needed for extensive data operations. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B, Amazon MWAA, because it provides a managed Apache Airflow service that excels in complex, multi-step data pipelines involving heterogeneous data sources and transformation requirements. Explanation: Amazon MWAA is the preferred choice for orchestrating complex, multi-step data pipelines in a logistics context. It leverages Apache Airflow's capabilities to handle diverse and intricate workflows, which are typical in supply chain management, involving various data collection, processing, and analysis stages. AWS Step Functions could also be suitable but is generally more streamlined and best for simpler, state-based workflows. Question 11. A digital marketing firm wants to automate their data ingestion and processing workflows to optimize campaign performance analysis across multiple platforms. Which AWS service would best suit the orchestration of these complex workflows? Option A, AWS Step Functions, for its visual workflow service that supports complex, multi-step orchestration with error handling and conditional logic. Option B, Amazon S3, to use as a primary tool for data pipeline orchestration. Option C, Amazon RDS, leveraging database procedures for workflow management. Option D, AWS Code Pipeline, for continuous integration and continuous deployment of data workflows. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A, AWS Step Functions, for its visual workflow service that supports complex, multi-step orchestration with error handling and conditional logic. Explanation: AWS Step Functions is ideal for the digital marketing firm's needs, as it provides a robust, scalable way to orchestrate complex workflows involving multiple steps, each with potential conditional logic and error handling. This service allows seamless integration and automation of their data ingestion and processing workflows, crucial for optimizing marketing campaign analyses. Question 12. An e-commerce company is developing a real-time inventory and order management system that requires the integration of data streams from their online sales platform, warehouse management, and shipping logistics. Which AWS service should they use to orchestrate these data flows? Option A, Amazon Athena, for querying inventory and order data directly. Option B, AWS Glue, primarily for ETL jobs on static data sets. Option C, AWS Data Pipeline, for straightforward data movement and transformation. Option D, Amazon MWAA, to leverage its robust handling of complex data workflows that involve multiple systems and real-time data processing needs. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D, Amazon MWAA, to leverage its robust handling of complex data workflows that involve multiple systems and real-time data processing needs. Explanation: for orchestrating complex data flows involving real-time data processing from multiple sources, Amazon MWAA is a suitable choice. It provides the capabilities to manage intricate workflows necessary for real-time inventory and order management, integrating seamlessly with various data sources and systems within the e-commerce company's architecture. Question 13. A healthcare provider is implementing a system to automate patient data processing from intake to treatment records analysis. Which orchestration tool should they use to ensure compliance with health data regulations and maintain a secure workflow? Option A, Amazon MWAA, utilizing Apache Airflow to design complex workflows with advanced operational requirements and ensuring compliance through detailed task management. Option B, AWS Direct Connect, to establish a dedicated network connection for data processing. Option C, AWS Lambda, for processing patient data with single-step functions. Option D, Amazon EC2, to manually handle and orchestrate the healthcare workflows. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A, Amazon MWAA, utilizing Apache Airflow to design complex workflows with advanced operational requirements and ensuring compliance through detailed task management. Explanation: Amazon MWAA, which utilizes Apache Airflow, is the best choice for the healthcare provider. It supports the creation of complex, customizable workflows that can adhere strictly to health data regulations. Apache Airflow's ability to manage detailed task dependencies and operational parameters helps ensure that each step of the patient data processing is compliant and secure. Question 14. A data engineering team is experiencing intermittent failures in their Amazon MWAA environment, which is disrupting their daily data processing tasks. The failures are associated with task timeouts and insufficient compute resources during peak data loads. What steps should they take to troubleshoot and resolve these issues effectively? Option A, ignore the intermittent failures as they do not affect the overall performance significantly. Option B, increase the frequency of workflow executions to reduce the load on any single run. Option C, scale up the computational resources allocated to the MWAA environment and adjust the task timeout settings based on the complexity and expected duration of the tasks. Option D, decommission the MWAA environment and migrate workflows to a simpler, less feature-rich service to avoid handling complex settings. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C, scale up the computational resources allocated to the MWAA environment and adjust the task timeout settings based on the complexity and expected duration of the tasks. Explanation: the best approach to address intermittent failures in an Amazon MWAA environment is to scale up the computational resources to better handle peak data loads and adjust task timeout settings appropriately. This ensures that the workflows have sufficient resources to execute without disruptions and that tasks have adequate time to complete, especially during complex or heavy data processing periods. Question 15. A biotech company is setting up Amazon MWAA to automate complex genomic data analysis workflows. What are key considerations they should keep in mind when configuring their MWAA environment to ensure optimal performance? Option A, use default settings for all configuration options to speed up the setup process. Option B, ensure the MWAA environment is configured with high availability settings and is scaled according to the computational demands of genomic data analysis. Option C, configure the workflows to run on a single thread to simplify debugging. Option D, select the smallest instance type to minimize costs, regardless of the processing power needed. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B, ensure the MWAA environment is configured with high availability settings and is scaled according to the computational demands of genomic data analysis. Explanation: when setting up Amazon MWAA for genomic data analysis, it is critical to ensure that the environment is configured for high availability and scaled appropriately to meet the intensive computational demands of genomic data processing. This includes selecting the right instance types and scaling options to handle the data volume and complexity effectively. Question 16. An e-commerce company is experiencing delays in their customer recommendation system, orchestrated via Amazon MWAA. What strategies can they employ to optimize workflow execution times? Option A. Optimize task parallelism, adjust task scheduling strategies, and fine-tune Airflow DAG configurations to improve execution efficiency. Option B. Focus on upgrading the physical hardware of the underlying servers. Option C. Increase the time between each workflow execution to allow more time for each to complete. Option D. Decrease the number of concurrent workflows to reduce system load. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is Option A. Optimize task parallelism, adjust task scheduling strategies, and fine-tune Airflow DAG configurations to improve execution efficiency. Explanation. To optimize the execution times of workflows in Amazon MWAA, the e-commerce company should focus on optimizing task parallelism, adjusting task scheduling strategies, and fine-tuning the Airflow DAG configurations. These adjustments can significantly improve the efficiency of workflow executions, reducing delays in the customer recommendation system. Question 17. A financial services firm uses Amazon MWAA for real-time fraud detection workflows. How can they enhance the security of their MWAA environment to protect sensitive financial data? Option A. Limit the use of advanced security features as they may complicate workflow management. Option B. Rely solely on network security, ignoring application-level security settings. Option C. Implement strict IAM roles and policies, enable encryption at rest and in transit, and use private networks for all workflow operations. Option D. Disable logging and monitoring to reduce overhead. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is Option C. Implement strict IAM roles and policies, enable encryption at rest and in transit, and use private networks for all workflow operations. Explanation. Enhancing the security of an Amazon MWAA environment, especially for handling sensitive financial data, involves implementing strict IAM roles and policies, enabling encryption for data at rest and in transit, and operating within private networks. These measures ensure that the data and workflows are protected against unauthorized access and potential security threats. Question 18. A media company wants to enhance its content recommendation engine by analyzing large datasets of user interactions and content metadata. Which AWS service should they use to process this data efficiently and why? Option A. Amazon S3, to use exclusively for data storage without processing capabilities. Option B. AWS Glue, for simple, lightweight data transformation tasks only. Option C. Amazon Redshift, as it is primarily a data warehousing service best suited for storing data rather than processing. Option D. Amazon EMR, because it can handle large-scale data processing tasks using distributed frameworks like Apache Spark and Hadoop. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is Option D. Amazon EMR, because it can handle large-scale data processing tasks using distributed frameworks like Apache Spark and Hadoop. Explanation. Amazon EMR is the optimal choice for processing large datasets of user interactions and content metadata. It supports big data technologies like Apache Spark and Hadoop, which are ideal for handling complex analytics tasks required by a content recommendation engine. EMR's scalable and efficient processing capabilities make it suitable for the media company's needs. Question 19. An e-commerce platform integrates third-party shipping APIs to manage logistics. How can they improve API response times during high traffic periods? Option A. Limit the API functionality to reduce the data payload size. Option B. Cache frequently accessed data and use webhooks for real-time updates. Option C. Send multiple requests simultaneously until a response is received. Option D. Disconnect from the internet to avoid high traffic periods. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Cache frequently accessed data and use webhooks for real-time updates. Explanation. To improve API response times during high traffic periods, the e-commerce platform should cache frequently accessed data to reduce the number of API calls and use webhooks for receiving real-time updates. This reduces the load on the API servers and improves the responsiveness of the application. Question 20. A healthcare application uses APIs to fetch patient data from various hospitals. What method should they use to ensure data security during transmission? Option A. Store data locally on each device to avoid using APIs. Option B. Transmit data via email to ensure that it can be manually checked. Option C. Use unencrypted HTTP requests to maximize performance. Option D. Utilize HTTPS for secure data transmission. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Utilize HTTPS for secure data transmission. Explanation. The healthcare application must use HTTPS to ensure secure transmission of sensitive patient data over the Internet. HTTPS encrypts the data being sent, protecting it from interception or tampering during transit. Question 1. A fintech company is developing a mobile app that requires real-time access to stock prices. They are planning to use third-party financial data APIs. What strategies should they employ to handle API rate limiting effectively? Option A. Implement exponential backoff and retry mechanisms. Option B. Ignore rate limits and continue making requests. Option C. Reduce data accuracy to make fewer API calls. Option D. Only update API data once per day to minimize requests. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A. Implement exponential backoff and retry mechanisms. Explanation. To effectively handle API rate limiting, the fintech company should implement exponential backoff and retry mechanisms. This approach helps in managing the number of requests made to the API and ensures compliance with the API's usage policies while maintaining access to necessary data. Question 2. A mobile gaming company uses multiple APIs to retrieve global high scores and player rankings. What architecture should they use to scale API consumption with a growing user base? Option A. Restrict API usage to off-peak hours. Option B. Use a serverless architecture to dynamically handle API calls based on demand. Option C. Require all gamers to make their own API calls directly. Option D. Centralize all API calls in a single server for easier maintenance. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Use a serverless architecture to dynamically handle API calls based on demand. Explanation. Adopting a serverless architecture allows the mobile gaming company to efficiently scale API consumption as their user base grows. This approach uses services like AWS Lambda to handle API calls dynamically, adjusting resources automatically based on demand without the need for manual scaling. Question 3. A SaaS company integrates third-party APIs for data enrichment services. They frequently encounter outdated data issues. What strategy should they implement to ensure data freshness? Option A. Rely on static data dumps for annual updates. Option B. Implement a polling mechanism to regularly check for and retrieve updated data. Option C. Decrease API call frequency to once a month to avoid overloading the system. Option D. Use a single API key for all services to simplify the update process. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Implement a polling mechanism to regularly check for and retrieve updated data. Explanation. To ensure data freshness and resolve issues with outdated information, the SaaS company should implement a polling mechanism. This strategy involves regularly checking the third-party APIs for new or updated data, allowing the company to maintain up-to-date data enrichment services for their clients. Question 4. A marketing analytics team wants to clean and normalize large datasets containing customer interaction data from various sources for better segmentation. How can AWS Glue Data Brew help them streamline this process? Option A. AWS Glue Data Brew is primarily for data storage, not for cleaning or normalization. Option B. Requiring extensive coding in Python and SQL to perform any data cleaning. Option C. By providing pre-built transformations for data cleaning that can be applied without writing any code. Option D. By enhancing the security of data through encryption only. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C. By providing pre-built transformations for data cleaning that can be applied without writing any code. Explanation. AWS Glue Data Brew offers a visual interface where marketing analysts can apply pre-built transformations to clean and normalize data. This includes handling missing values, standardizing data formats, and merging sources, all without the need to write complex code, thus streamlining the data preparation process for customer segmentation. Question 5. A financial institution is integrating transaction data from multiple banking systems. They need to ensure consistency in transaction formats across all sources. What features of DataBrew can facilitate this process? Option A. Deploying DataBrew to automatically reconcile financial accounts. Option B. Leveraging DataBrew solely for financial forecasting and risk analysis. Option C. DataBrew's ability to integrate directly with banking systems to enforce data consistency. Option D. Using DataBrew's recipe feature to apply the same transformations across different datasets to standardize formats. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Using DataBrew's recipe feature to apply the same transformations across different datasets to standardize formats. Explanation. AWS Glue Data Brew allows users to create recipes or sets of data transformation steps that can be reused across different datasets. This feature is particularly useful for a financial institution looking to standardize transaction formats from multiple sources, ensuring consistency without manual intervention. Question 6. An online retailer is exploring customer purchasing patterns to improve stock levels and marketing strategies. How can DataBrew help them prepare their data for analysis? Option A. DataBrew can automatically update their inventory levels based on customer data analysis. Option B. By using DataBrew to increase their online visibility and marketing reach. Option C. Applying DataBrew to send promotional emails to customers based on purchasing patterns. Option D. Using DataBrew's visual interface to clean, normalize, and join customer data from various sources for comprehensive analysis. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Using DataBrew's visual interface to clean, normalize, and join customer data from various sources for comprehensive analysis. Explanation. AWS Glue DataBrew can significantly aid an online retailer by providing a visual environment to clean, normalize, and join customer purchasing data from multiple sources. This preparation is crucial for accurate analysis of purchasing patterns, which in turn can inform better stock level adjustments and targeted marketing strategies. Question 7. A healthcare provider needs to prepare clinical trial data for analysis. The data includes unstructured notes that need to be extracted and standardized. How can DataBrew be used to assist in this task? Option A. DataBrew is not suitable for handling unstructured text data. Option B. Use DataBrew to directly perform advanced statistical analysis on clinical data. Option C. DataBrew should be used to manually enter data points from clinical notes into a structured format. Option D. DataBrew can automate the extraction of specific data points from text using its built-in text transformation features. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. DataBrew can automate the extraction of specific data points from text using its built-in text transformation features. Explanation. AWS Glue DataBrew includes features for handling unstructured text, such as extracting and standardizing data points from clinical notes. This can be done using its visual interface, which allows users to apply transformations that prepare unstructured data for further analysis without needing advanced programming skills. Question 8. A retail company wants to perform ad hoc analysis on historical sales data to identify trends and improve inventory decisions. The data is stored in Amazon S3. How can Amazon Athena facilitate this analysis? Option A. Leverage Athena to send automated marketing emails based on the analysis. Option B. Use Athena to automatically update inventory based on query results. Option C. Athena allows them to execute SQL queries directly on data stored in S3, enabling quick and cost-effective ad hoc analysis without data loading. Option D. By providing real-time data streaming services directly from S3. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C. Athena allows them to execute SQL queries directly on data stored in S3, enabling quick and cost-effective ad hoc analysis without data loading. Explanation. Amazon Athena is highly effective for performing ad hoc analysis on data stored in S3 as it supports SQL querying directly on the storage layer. This capability allows the retail company to quickly derive insights from their historical sales data without the need for traditional data warehousing solutions, enhancing inventory decision-making. Question 9. A sports analytics company aggregates performance data from various events stored in S3. They need a solution to query this data interactively. What advantage does Athena offer for interactive querying? Option A. Athena provides real-time data streaming for interactive query sessions. Option B. The ability to use Athena with a no-code interface for querying data. Option C. Athena's serverless querying service allows for interactive SQL querying directly on data in S3, making it suitable for dynamic data analysis. Option D. Athena's built-in interactive dashboard for direct data manipulation. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C. Athena's serverless querying service allows for interactive SQL querying directly on data in S3, making it suitable for dynamic data analysis. Explanation. Amazon Athena is particularly beneficial for sports analytics as it provides a serverless SQL querying service that allows for interactive querying directly on datasets stored in S3. This capability is ideal for dynamic and real-time performance analysis, offering immediate insights without the need for complex data pipeline setups. Question 10. An environmental research organization collects large sets of climate data stored in various formats in S3. They need to combine and analyze these datasets to report on environmental trends. How can Athena assist in their efforts? Option A. Athena provides tools for data cleaning and machine learning directly on the datasets. Option B. Athena will automatically visualize data insights without SQL queries. Option C. Utilize Athena for its ability to handle SQL queries across multiple data formats in S3, facilitating combined data analysis. Option D. Use Athena to convert all their data into a single format before analysis. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C. Utilize Athena for its ability to handle SQL queries across multiple data formats in S3, facilitating combined data analysis. Explanation. Amazon Athena is particularly useful for the organization as it supports querying data in various formats directly from S3. This feature allows researchers to perform complex SQL queries across combined datasets, enabling them to analyze and report on environmental trends effectively without extensive data pre-processing. Question 11. A financial analyst needs to quickly access and query transaction logs for compliance auditing. The logs are updated daily and stored in Amazon S3. How can Athena improve their audit processes? Option A. By providing a dedicated database management system for transaction logs. Option B. Athena can execute daily SQL queries on the transaction logs stored in S3 to assist in compliance auditing without additional data movement. Option C. Leverage Athena to encrypt transaction logs for enhanced security. Option D. Use Athena to physically print out transaction logs for manual auditing. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Athena can execute daily SQL queries on the transaction logs stored in S3 to assist in compliance auditing without additional data movement. Explanation. Amazon Athena is effective for financial compliance auditing as it allows analysts to run SQL queries directly on transaction logs stored in S3. This capability enables quick access to data, facilitating efficient and timely audit processes without the need for moving or transforming data. Question 12. A startup is developing an IoT application that collects temperature data from sensors distributed across multiple geographic locations. They need to process this data in real time to adjust connected HVAC systems accordingly. How can AWS Lambda be utilized to automate this data processing effectively? Option A. Lambda can be triggered by IoT device messages to process temperature data in real time and adjust HVAC systems without human intervention. Option B. Use Lambda to send manual alerts to system administrators for data processing. Option C. Deploy Lambda functions to manage VAC systems directly, bypassing data processing. Option D. Lambda should be used to store data in a database but not for real-time processing. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option A. Lambda can be triggered by IoT device messages to process temperature data in real time and adjust VAC systems without human intervention. Explanation: AWS Lambda is highly suitable for processing IoT sensor data in real time as it can be triggered automatically by events, such as messages from IoT devices. Once triggered, Lambda functions can process temperature data and issue commands to adjust VAC systems dynamically, ensuring optimal environmental conditions are maintained efficiently and autonomously. Question 13. A software company wants to integrate their application with third-party SaaS products to enhance their service offerings. How can Amazon EventBridge help them achieve this integration seamlessly? Option A. Use EventBridge to directly manage user authentication across different platforms. Option B. EventBridge can route events from third-party SaaS products to their application, enabling real-time data integration and response. Option C. By providing data storage solutions for third-party SaaS products. Option D. Leverage EventBridge to increase the computational power of their existing infrastructure. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. EventBridge can route events from third-party SaaS products to their application, enabling real-time data integration and response. Explanation: Amazon EventBridge facilitates seamless integration with third-party SaaS products by routing events or messages directly to the company's application. This allows for real-time data integration and automated responses, enhancing the application's capabilities without the need for complex coding or middleware. Question 14. A retail company wants to automate its inventory management system to adjust stock levels based on sales data. How can Amazon EventBridge assist in automating this process? Option A. Leverage EventBridge to send promotional emails to customers when stock levels are low. Option B. EventBridge should be used to manually check inventory levels periodically. Option C. EventBridge can execute SQL queries on the inventory database to adjust stock levels. Option D. Use EventBridge to route sales events to the inventory management system, triggering automated stock adjustments. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Use EventBridge to route sales events to the inventory management system, triggering automated stock adjustments. Explanation: Amazon EventBridge can automatically route sales event data to the inventory management system, enabling it to trigger stock adjustments based on real-time sales activity. This automation streamlines inventory management, ensuring stock levels are appropriately adjusted to meet demand without manual intervention. Question 15. An IT security company needs to respond quickly to security threats detected by their monitoring systems. How can EventBridge enhance their threat response capabilities? Option A. Deploy EventBridge as a firewall to block security threats. Option B. Use EventBridge to generate monthly reports on detected threats. Option C. By storing all security logs for manual analysis. Option D. EventBridge can route threat detection events from their monitoring systems to appropriate response tools and teams in real time. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. EventBridge can route threat detection events from their monitoring systems to appropriate response tools and teams in real time. Explanation: Amazon Event Bridge allows for the real-time routing of threat detection events from monitoring systems to response tools or teams, enabling quick and automated reactions to security threats. This helps the IT security company enhance its response capabilities by minimizing the delay between threat detection and response. Question 16. A retail chain needs to analyze sales performance across different regions and seasons. Which AWS tools should they use to visualize these sales trends effectively and why? Option A, Amazon S3 to store and manually plot data using third-party tools. Option B, Amazon EC2 to develop custom visualization applications from scratch. Option C, Amazon QuickSight to create interactive visualizations and dashboards directly from their data stored in AWS. Option D, AWS Glue Data Brew to perform complex statistical analyses without focusing on visualization. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option C, Amazon QuickSight to create interactive visualizations and dashboards directly from their data stored in AWS. Explanation. The retail chain should use Amazon QuickSight to create interactive visualizations and dashboards. QuickSight allows users to connect directly to various data sources within AWS, enabling them to visualize and analyze sales data across regions and seasons efficiently and in real time. Question 17. An environmental NGO wants to visualize changes in air quality over time and correlate it with various environmental policies. What combination of AWS services should they use for preparing and visualizing this data? Option A, rely solely on Amazon S3 for data storage and manual chart plotting. Option B, use AWS Glue Data Brew to prepare the data by cleaning and structuring it, and Amazon QuickSight for creating visualizations that correlate air quality changes with policy changes. Option C, leverage Amazon Athena to run queries on the data without visualization. Option D, deploy Amazon EC2 instances to host a custom-built web application for visualization. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B, use AWS Glue Data Brew to prepare the data by cleaning and structuring it, and Amazon QuickSight for creating visualizations that correlate air quality changes with policy changes. Explanation. The environmental NGO should use AWS Glue Data Brew to clean and organize air quality data efficiently. After preparing the data, they can utilize Amazon QuickSight to create compelling visualizations that effectively demonstrate the impact of environmental policies on air quality, enabling easy analysis and public dissemination. Question 18. A sports analytics firm wants to visualize player performance data during live matches to provide real-time insights. What AWS service provides the best solution for real-time data visualization? Option A, use AWS Lambda to process the data and send static reports. Option B, utilize Amazon QuickSight to build live dashboards that update with real-time player performance data. Option C, employ AWS Glue Data Brew to clean the data but not for visualization. Option D, depend on Amazon RDS to manage real-time data visualization. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B, utilize Amazon QuickSight to build live dashboards that update with real-time player performance data. Explanation. Amazon QuickSight is ideal for the sports analytics firm, as it supports real-time data visualization. QuickSight's ability to integrate with live data streams and update dashboards in real time makes it a perfect tool for visualizing player performance during live matches, providing actionable insights instantly. Question 19. A healthcare provider is implementing a system to integrate patient data from multiple sources. How can Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler and AWS Lambda be used to clean and standardize this data? Option A. Rely solely on Data Wrangler to automatically push clean data to a live dashboard without further processing. Option B. Deploy Lambda to perform complex machine learning models directly on raw patient data without cleaning. Option C. Use Data Wrangler for real-time patient monitoring and Lambda to handle billing systems. Option D. Utilize Data Wrangler to visually explore, pre-process, and clean patient data, then use Lambda to automate and scale the application of these pre-processing steps across datasets. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option D. Utilize Data Wrangler to visually explore, pre-process, and clean patient data, then use Lambda to automate and scale the application of these pre-processing steps across datasets. Explanation. Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler is ideal for visually exploring and pre-processing patient data, allowing healthcare providers to easily clean and standardize information from various sources. AWS Lambda can then be used to automate these cleaning processes, applying the standardized pre-processing steps across larger datasets efficiently, ensuring data consistency and accuracy. Question 20. An online retailer needs to clean and verify customer feedback data collected through various platforms before analysis. How can Jupyter Notebooks and QuickSight be used effectively for this task? Option A. Deploy Jupyter Notebooks to manage database connections and QuickSight to handle email notifications. Option B. Jupyter Notebooks can be used for writing and executing Python code to clean data, while QuickSight provides visualization to verify the data's cleanliness and insights. Option C. QuickSight should be used to clean the data with SQL, and Jupyter Notebooks to create static reports. Option D. Utilize QuickSight to run machine learning algorithms on the raw data, and Jupyter Notebooks for data entry. Take a moment to choose your answer. The correct answer is option B. Jupyter Notebooks can be used for writing and executing Python code to clean data, while QuickSight provides visualization to verify the data's cleanliness and insights. Explanation. For cleaning and verifying customer feedback data, Jupyter Notebooks provide a flexible environment for data scientists to write, test, and execute Python code that can perform data cleaning tasks. After cleaning, Amazon QuickSight can be used to visualize and verify the data, ensuring its accuracy and readiness for further analysis such as sentiment analysis or trend identification.